And it is the hosts, the Solomon Islands, who are the 24th nation to enter the national stadium. Pacific Games. There was an almost unerring silence over the crowd before the home nation, with this huge team, Lisa, enter onto the field.
This, of course, is the biggest contingent ever for Solomon Islands. And as the host nation comes out, they have a standing ovation from the crowd on both ends of the stadium, from the eastern end and the western end.
And a nice touch there as well, because I think your flag bearer is generally Winnie. It looks like she's in national dress, and this amazing weightlifter who will be in action tomorrow morning with theoretically the first medal of the games is the flag bearer. There she is.
That's Jenny Winnie, and she has also mentioned this would be her last Pacific Games. Jenny Winnie, referred to as the Solomon Islands Iron Lady. She's lifting Monday morning when weightlifting competition kicks off. Much respect to Jenny Winnie. She's been an absolute sports ambassador.
Well, she's rated the best lifter in the women's 55 kilo class at the moment. She got that accolade in India earlier on this year. She's got better with age, and quite frankly, if she's going to retire after this Games, well, she might really have to revisit that decision. But that is an amazing statement by her. Remember Dika Tour a number of years ago at the PNG Games, and now Jenny Winnie is out there. Look at this team, Lisa. Look at this team.
Well, they keep going and going and going. The blue, yellow and green of the Solomon Islands. Yumi na Yumi.
A very, very proud Team Solomon. The line just gets longer. You don't know where it ends.
That is just monstrous. This is Team Solomon coming out here at the opening ceremony. It just goes on and on. The noise in this stadium now is just off the Richter scale.
It's deafening in here, it really is. An emotional time, I'm sure, for the athletes, for the supporters, for all of the hard work that's gone in behind the scenes over the last 7 years. To all of the Solomon Islanders tuning in overseas, this is our home nation.
There we have the football women, you know, the parade, Seamus and Brendan, they are split into separate groupings in their federations. Then they're dancing to a style from each of the provinces in the Solomon Islands.
Incredible. Well, the Prime Minister, Sogovari, set a target of 40 gold medals. It's a very ambitious target. We wish Solomon's well, but if size is anything to go by, look at that aerial shot, and they still are coming in. And the waves of noise coming off this grandstand now, it's tumultuous.
Well, it's not just the fans here at the National Stadium in Honiara. There will be families and villages nestled around television sets all across the Solomon Islands, from Timotu in the east all the way to the Shortland Islands in the west, down to Renal and Bellona, up to Malaita and everywhere in between. Truly is an emotional evening here at the National Stadium.
Finished 13th overall in the 2019 Pacific Games with 36 medals, including 4 golds, claimed 9th spot 2 years ago. Last year at the mini games up in Saipan with 29 medals, 5 of them gold. I wonder what they are going to do this time. As I said, the thought is that they're going for 40, and that gold medal rush could start as early as tomorrow morning when the flag bearer here tonight gets out onto the platform and blows away the competition, and theoretically will end up with 3 gold medals by about noon tomorrow morning. We'll have to see. We will be there for all that action.
And there you have the blue, yellow and green all scattered around the stadium as the host country, Solomon Islands, enjoys this march in for this year's 17th Pacific Games.
And still they come on. This great trail of athletes strewed all the way across this amazing stadium, the centerpiece of the Pacific Games.
Well, it's a long way from their very first appearance in 1963. A team from athletics and football boarded the MV Coral Queen and set sail by boat to Fiji. The football team were known as the Barefoot Brigade. They lost 18-0 to Tahiti in one of their first matches. It took 3 more years to claim their first medal. And here they are, becoming the 7th nation to host the Pacific Games.
But not only that, Seamus, it's the legacy as well. We must talk about this legacy. I mean, from that, hosting, of course, the 81 mini-games as well in Honiara. They were small scale compared to this. I mean, 80 of these athletes have been off in China for the last 3 months. It'll be interesting to see what impact that has had as well. The Oceania Weightlifting Institute has been turning out these mega stars like Jenny out here. It'll be a very interesting 2 weeks, and I tell you what, Solomon Islands has got itself set. It could be a very historic occasion for them.
Well, they are already so excited, and the sports haven't started in earnest yet. The last of the Solomon Islands contingent, Manly, makes their way across centre stage.
There she is, the Golden Queen, Solomon Islands, and in about 18 hours from now, she'll be out on a weightlifting platform with around about 120 kilos to total. Well, she'll probably try for 160, I'd say, tomorrow, and you never know, maybe even a couple of cracks at the Commonwealth. She is rated top of the Commonwealth at the moment.
Well, there'll be 700,000 Solomon Islanders hoping that she can be the first to get that precious gold medal around her neck. We're just getting started here at the opening ceremony. If you're just tuning in, don't look away. The 24 nations are here.
And again, this huge noise, Lisa, just coming off this crowd. It will not stop. It's wave after wave coming up through this grandstand. Look at that. The noise is just going off.
Well, tonight is indeed a special night for Solomon Islands. Proud moment to see the Team Solomons, despite the challenges. Also, not to mention coming through COVID and some of the other challenges that are faced with the athletes, and also the staff and working group who have pulled this together. And now it is happening, the opening ceremony. So yes, it's a celebration indeed, not only for Solomon Islands, but for the Pacific. As you've mentioned earlier, Brendan, the strongness of the culture, and the colors and the flags.
It's profound, don't you think, Lisa?
I really do.
It's just punching through these pictures. Just the cultural links across the Pacific, and there she is again. What a shot. What a champion. And she's acknowledged by the crowd. What a night for her. Extraordinary journey. What a journey for Solomon Islands. Proud moments.
Well, there you have it. The athletes welcomed to the 2023 Pacific Games.
Anticipation of the weeks to come. They exemplify the strength of the human spirit, which stretches across the Pacific, uniting millions of people as one ocean, one Pacific.
Performances to come.
Ces équipes rassemblées aujourd'hui témoignent de la force de l'esprit humain qui s'étend dans toute la Pacifique et nous unit tous.
Believe what they're seeing across Australia as well, Seamus.
Well, not just overseas, also I got a message from my mum.
Wow.